It was a great day at the LCS for indies, just a few Marvel and DCs, but these indies, man, you don't want to miss these. Howdy, howdy, I'm American Texan, and I love comic books, specifically reading comic books and enjoying the art and storytelling that happens periodically every month. For those that want to deal with the drama and all the stupid things creators say, other channels are for that. Here, we're going to talk about what's between the covers. And today, July 8th, was a heavy week for my pull box with indies. I also went to the store last week and got quite a bit of stuff. I recorded the video, but I didn't get to edit it down enough to post it to the YouTube. So in today's video, I'll be sharing what I got today, as well as some choice picks that I got last week, because last week was crazy. It was one of the most expensive weeks I've ever had at the comic book shop, but I got some of the best collectibles that I've ever gotten. Something that not many people, maybe none, also have. So it'll be a really cool experience to share that with you guys. So let's go over what I picked up this week. I got an accidental pickup from Marvel, and if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have any Marvel this week. I got Jeff Superstar. I don't know why this was in my pull box. I guess I still have Jeff on my list from the last run that I read and was not really impressed with. But it was in my pull box, which means the way that I take it, it was my responsibility to tell them remove Jeff from my box, and I didn't. So they ordered this for me. So I'm going to buy it. I'm not worried about that. So I'll read it, see what it's about, and probably give it to the kids. From DC, I've got 4 books, 3 of which I'll be reading this week. The one that I won't, because I'm trying to catch up on other facsimiles, is this Batman. This is issue... You know what? I don't know what issue this is, but this is Robin Dies at Dawn Part 2. Doesn't actually have the issue number on there, but yeah, I like the facsimiles, again, because the form factor, reading it with all the stuff that it had in the decades ago, it's a fun experience for me. But I've got some other facsimiles I'm going to catch up on first. But I will be reading Fury of Firestorm. This thing is picking up. It's getting hot, and I'm not just talking about the cover here. I really, really enjoyed issue 1. Issue 2, I know, was a little bit of a step back for some people, is what I hear, but I enjoyed it. And then issue 3 picked it right back up, so I'm expecting the roller coaster to continue to be a thriller here in issue 4. Something I'm enjoying that a lot of people are sleeping on, we've got Aquaman issue 19, or Emperor Aquaman issue 19. Look at that art. This art is exactly what's inside here. It's just absolutely beautiful. Really fun storytelling from Jeremy Adams and beautiful art to match. But I think probably the thing that I probably should have led off with, Absolute Batman issue 22. This thing is an absolute craziness. You've got some Robins there. Almost the opposite of that Batman facsimile I showed you earlier. It looks like the Robins are looking to have a dead Batman there. So very interesting. Harley Quinn, I don't care for her character design, but her character in the story has been at least interesting. So that's something to look forward to. Like I said before, it is a big week for indies. Off the indie shelf, I have 10 indies, including one that I actually kind of forgot about from the little-known, often forgotten Distillery. I got White Boat. I believe this is issue 3. I'm digging the Distillery books. I love the big format of it. The large format is just beautiful. If they get good artists, some of the books didn't have artists worthy of this large form factor, but the storytelling that Scott Snyder did in this one, along with the Francisco Franchevilla's art here, was just an absolute pleasure. And it kind of ended on a cliffhanger, and then Distillery had a bunch of issues, but this one, hopefully we'll wrap it up here, and I'll let you know how it is when I read it. But it's a really nice horror story, and I don't like blood and gore or slasher horror stories. I like the mindful, I don't know what you call it, mind-bending horror stories with a little bit of supernatural is okay, and that's exactly what that is. Going to the indie shelf, I've got a bunch of number 1s here to try, starting with Hank Howard. This is Pizza Detective, The Inside Job. My understanding is that this is a reprint or a collection, 3 stories from Hank Howard, Pizza Detective. It's exactly what it sounds like. He's a detective for pizza stores to investigate missing pizzas, stolen pizzas, delivery driver murders or something. So I read one issue. I fell in love with it. It's a lot of fun, so I decided to pick this up. I also got Dispatched. This one sounds really good. This is from Ignition Press. I've been hot or cold. Like, the stuff that I like coming out from them is like really good, and I really like it. Some of the stuff that I don't like, I really didn't like it. So I'm hoping this will be a really good one. This is John Wick Postman. He's a delivery man with a paramilitary past or something like that, and he gets involved in something here. You can see the dead bodies stacking up around the yard he's trying to make a delivery for. It sounds really cool. I'm going to check it out. There was also another indie book, I believe it was called Witness Point, written by Nathan Fillion, and I was too slow to get a copy. My store only had a couple left, and they were grabbed up literally right before I tried to get one. So they did put in a reorder for me, so hopefully I'll get that to check it out. But I hear it's really good. Following the Millerverse, I got Star-Crossed #1. This is a bounty hunter from space meets another story that I'm not familiar with. It's like a crossover inside the Miller world. Anything from Mark Miller, automatic pull. I'm hoping I'll like this one a little bit more than the other Zorro book right now. I've got Zorro's Legacy. This is by Alien Books, actually. The other Zorro book that I'm reading right now, I'm not really caring for. It's, I think it's Zorro's Early Years. This one is someone picking up the Zorro Legacy, so I think it's a little bit more of a modern story, but it's Dan Abnett, so I'm assuming it's going to be good, which is why I pulled it. And again, if you're reading any of these books, if you're excited for any of these books, let's nerd out in the comments. Let's share this hobby together. Comic books is typically a solo sport. It's an introverted hobby, but I enjoy talking about comic books with others. And if this is a place to do that, for you to enjoy it without being hounded about the stupid things that the creators say, then that's what the comments are for. So let me know what you're reading and what you're excited to read. Then we got Ben 10, #3. I'm enjoying it. I know a lot of people are kind of let down with it, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the story. I don't know anything about Ben 10. That was after my time as a kid. But from what the comic book, it's pretty good. I've also got Twilight Zone. This is #7, I believe, and this is a one-off. I just got this off the shelf by Junie Ba. They are a very interesting artist, and it sounds like if there's a place for them to shine, the Twilight Zone is it. So I decided to go ahead and check it out because I like one-and-done stories. And then the last 3 ongoings that I'm reading, so you know they're good because I'm continuing to read them. We've got Speed Racer #10. I can't believe it hasn't even been a year since Speed Racer launched. This is so good. I love every issue. One of the best indies on the shelf right now. If you see the volumes of this, the Mad Cave volumes from the recent year, definitely pick it up because this is so much fun, y'all. One that I'm slowly catching up on, The Future Is. This is like a hacker book story. There's online, what do they call it? Capture the Flag contest. I'm not doing any of that, but it's an interesting story, and this is out of, I don't know who publishes it, but it's an indie story. My comic shop has it. They're the only ones that I know have it and talk about it, but it's really good. And they have a compact version if you want to catch up on the volume 1 for like $10. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Last book off the indie shelf here is Transformers #34. I'm behind on this. Maybe I should have already unsubscribed, but I'm behind on it, so I'm going to catch up this weekend and check it out and see if Robert Kirkman is getting any better or if he's still trudging along and maybe it needs to come off my pull list. Then I got 2 trades this week. I got Batman Monster Men. I don't know why I requested this pull. This might have been one of the ones that was on Wes's Patreon channel where he does comic book solicits, and sometimes he'll say, oh yeah, this is a good book. And I don't know what it is, but if Wes says it's a good book, I'm going to check it out. So I got this one. And then I also got Sharky by Mark Miller because I need to catch up on it for the new Star-Crossed crossover. So I haven't read any of it. So my comic shop had the volume 1. So I went ahead and got that. And the other one that is crossing over, I got the volume on Amazon. So hopefully that'll be in tomorrow. I'll read both of those before I get into Star-Crossed. I got some really cool things in the mail, and I also got one more thing from my LCS, but it was last week, so it is recorded. I'm going to jump over to that recording. You'll see a wardrobe change a little bit, but it is such a cool collectible, y'all. I can't wait for you to see, so I'll wrap it up here with some of the cool stuff that I got there, as well as some other things that I got in the mail that I'm excited to show you. My comic shop also has consignments and different opportunities to sell things. Either they just buy out collections, or they consign, or they try to rescue some comics that they think should not be tossed or stored, and so they'll buy them up and sell them for others to read. So I've got a few of those here that I got, including some pretty cool charity works here. But first, we've got this one. I didn't know this was a thing. Galaxy Quest: The Journey Continues. I guess this was published by IDW some time ago. I love the Galaxy Quest movie, and my dad loved it too, so I'll check this out. I don't know if it's just a one-shot issue here, but we'll check it out and enjoy that. And then I've got a few pretty cool little pieces of history, starting with Secret Wars #1. This is a variant cover. This is actually a store exclusive. That's the store that I shop at, Space Cadets Collectibles. And they did a partnership with Texas Children's Hospital where I guess proceeds went to the Texas Children's Hospital. And I believe this is the first time Texas Children's Hospital was on the cover of a comic. So this is a little piece of history here. Kind of fits in 2 things. I like getting the charity books, but also I like collecting my story variants, and so they had this one. I guess she dug it out and she sold it, so I'm very excited to have this little piece of history here.
as well as these two books. These are unique variants that were done around the same time, also to benefit the Texas Children's Hospital. Does not have the logo on it, though. And she said on the stream who the illustrators were, and I totally forgot. I'm totally blanking right now. But we got a Batman 66 with Batgirl that I think everyone had a crush on growing up. And then we've got this Amazing Spider-Man black and white cover. And this looks really good. This is not a sketch. This is a print, but it looks really good. And I like how he's like climbing over the logo there. But probably the coolest one of the bunch, we got a signed Uncanny X-Men signed by Jim Lee. This was to benefit in 2006 people who had to go through Hurricane Harvey, and I guess proceeds went to that, and the person who bought it sold it. So the comic shop owner did it again, where she was saying, hey, let's do this again for charity. And I think the funds you paid or whatever went towards Texas Children's Hospital or something. But anyways, we got the Jim Lee signed Uncanny X-Men. This is pretty cool. I think this is my first Jim Lee signature. And to also know that it was done to benefit fellow Houstonians, it's pretty cool too. So I'm excited to have this. And now for the coolest thing ever. I told y'all I got one of my most unique collectibles, and I do prefer buying comic books to read and enjoy and open, but this comic book, it was such a unique opportunity. I decided to go ahead and invest in this, but not only just to make a return in 20 years, which who knows if I will, but I will enjoy having this because it is so unique. As you know, a few weeks ago, Megalith #1 came out. Actually, it may have been a couple months ago now. I'm bad at telling time. And my comic shop got the opportunity to have a special variant cover, which I did get. But there was other variant covers that they had that included the original blue paper. I don't know what you call those, but the sketch paper where they draw the originals on for the comic book. There were special runs or special variants of the covers that had like the full blue paper sketch on the cover. And for every page of the comic, they had a variant with that on the cover. My comic shop had all of them. And then not only that, if you ordered, as the comic shop, I believe, and I hope I'm getting this right, if you ordered all of those variants, you got a special store thank you copy of a very, very rare ratio. So rare, in fact, it's not even listed online anywhere. And so I decided to wait a few weeks, and I said, if no one buys those special covers, I'll buy them and get the rare ratio from you. And so I did. So I've got a full stack. I already top loaded them. A full stack of Megaliths, all of the sketch. They're not sketch covers. I don't know what you call them, but you can see here the blue line paper there. So these are all like how they originally sketched out the panels of the book, which already Megalith has some of the best art all year of any book, not just indies. So you can see there, a lot of the sketching, the artistry there, the black and whites. And so there's 31 of these. I believe there's 31. It might be 30. And they all have the pages that are inside the interiors, but there's one page per cover. And I wish I could sit here and just show all of them to you. Maybe I'll make a separate video if I can have the time. But the art in here is just gorgeous. And to have these unique comics, I immediately bought these, and I immediately bought 3 packs of top loaders to make sure that all of these are protected, because these are not super, super unique, but they are something that they're going to be hard to find, and especially a full set, because I'm sure some people were picking and choosing the pages that they wanted. But here we got the full set. This is pretty cool. Which brings me to the ultimate one, the one that I actually bought my first ever mag case for a comic. This is the rare one that I believe you only got if you ordered all of the covers that I just showed you. And so this is so rare, you can't even find this on eBay. You can't find it listed anywhere for sale. She had no idea what to give it to me for, so my wonderful LCS owner said if I buy out one of every cover, she'll throw this in there. So really great deal, a fantastic purchase, and again, a joy for me to have. And I've never bought this mag cover thing, but it has a little hanger hook, so I'll actually be able to hang this on my wall, which is pretty cool. This one will never be cracked open. I don't think I'll slab it. I think I'll just keep it right here in this. I'm not a huge slab guy, but we'll enjoy this. We're not done yet. We've got quite a bit. Now we like to go to the mail day. These are all the comics that I get in the mail, either from Whatnot purchases or from indies. So I like to talk about the indies first, and I got a few really good ones that came in the mail, including the Atlantean #4, just really good Conan type stories. The what do you call it? The sword and sorcery, really good, really fun, and also in that giant magazine format. So I can't wait to check that one out. One of the best indie comics you can read, which is Perfect 10. Really cool action, interesting stories, fantastic character names. I mean, that's probably the best thing about them is the character names are just so perfect, like Perfect 10. And so this is from Genuine Comics and an absolute joy to read. And then I also got book 3 of Calico, and this one's called Unwanted Men. This is by Mike Barron and H.H. German. So this is just like the Punisher, but if he was punishing people who abused animals. So I also got a couple of cool goodies here, including an issue 8 final issue. I think I was missing. I don't know why I ordered it, but I'm guessing I was missing it when I figured that out at the time. And a pretty cool Fight Animal Abuse poster. I might add that into a giveaway. Y'all, I'm slowly getting through all my comics here and bundling that first giveaway as well as putting together the next one that I want. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate that. And continue subscribing because eventually we'll get that taken care of and then we'll move on to the next one. And y'all, I got so many good deals. I can't even pick up my mail day from Whatnot. There were so many things. So I'm going to grab my phone here and I'm going to record this while I talk over it and hopefully it'll all work out together. But from Andrew Gray's auctions, I've got so many books. I got this huge stack of books, and y'all, this whole stack was probably $100. That's how insanely cheap he's doing these trades. And again, all the proceeds go to his 501c3 teaching kids how to be a hero. So I cannot believe that I got this many books. I know my mailman is probably jacked now, but these were really cool. So I got some Hulks in here, some epic collections for Thor, some Iron Man, some Fantastic Four. I am super excited to get both volumes of Strange Academy. That's something that's been on my reading list for a while. Y'all, I got both of these for like $5. That's just ridiculous. I got an Ed Piskor X-Men, the book that he made that kind of like looks back at all the X-Men and everything. And then some omnibuses just for some writers that I would normally not buy omnibuses, but their writers are so good. Peter David especially. There's a Chuck Dixon Sigil in there. There's some Christopher Priest in there. Just really cool. I wish I could hold all this up, but it would make the video like another 20 minutes, and I don't want to do that to you. So there you have it. Some really good reads, and I'm excited to jump in there. I'm hoping life will get back to normal here. We had another funeral for the family. I did some traveling with 4th of July and then the Las Vegas card convention that I went to. That was a lot of fun. So I'm hopefully catching up, getting back into a routine here. The summer's typically crazy. This one's just been even crazier. But thank you guys for watching. Your time and attention mean the world to me. Subscribe for more comic book videos, and let's talk about DC or the big two. Let's talk about indies as I catch up, and let's again nerd out in the comments. Do all the YouTube stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Adios.